Okay, I have a script this time. Welcome to day 2 of this series, that trip to Japan that we did. Today we're exploring Tokyo, hitting up Harajuku, the Meiji Shrine, Electric Town Akihabara, and partaking in the ancient Japanese art of karaoke. Baby! So we begin the day meeting the rest of the tour group. Our tour guide was an Australian gentleman called Dale. On other tours I've done, the guide's always been a native speaker of the country, so I was a bit surprised to find an Aussie leading us. But in fairness to the tour organiser, they did only promise an English-speaking guide, and, well, close enough. I think it is difficult to find people who are proficient in English and Japanese, as opposed to when I visited India, for instance, where the English proficiency is very high for some reason. Our first outing was to Harajuku, which is a shopping district known for its fashion and youth culture. The first shop Mayo and I explored was called Kiddieland, which is 4 floors of just cute stuff. Specifically, half a floor dedicated just to Miffy. Now, Miffy is a cartoon rabbit designed by Dutch artist Dick Brunner. Miffy is quite popular in the Netherlands, and if you go to Amsterdam, you'll see loads of Miffy merchandise in all the tourist shops around there. But she is massive in Japan. When we were visiting Amsterdam, we had to catch a tram 20 minutes out of the city centre and then walk another 20 minutes just to get to one small shop dedicated to Miffy. In Japan, every major city has several shops just dedicated to Miffy. I'm bringing this up now because Maya is a massive Miffy fan, so a recurring theme on this trip is going to be visiting Miffy shops. After Kiddieland, we walked towards Takashita Street, and Dale recommended that we hit up a shop called B-Side Label, which is a sticker art shop. I still have the card from there, and that's where we bought some stickers. And I also bought this t-shirt, which is quite faded compared to how it was when I bought it. I did film a bit inside B-Side Label, but I haven't included the footage here because I was politely asked to stop. After that, we go to Takashita Street, one of the most popular areas of Harajuku. That was pretty cool for me because I've played quite a few games that are set in Japan, specifically set in Tokyo. And it's quite common for Harajuku and specifically Takashita Street to be one of the places you can visit. Just around the corner from Takashita Street is the Meiji Shrine. This is a Shinto shrine originally built in 1926 and rebuilt after World War II in 1958, dedicated to Emperor Meiji and Empress Shoken. It's built in 170 acres of forest with 120,000 trees. It's quite strange going from the hustle and bustle of Takashita to the relative quietness of the forest. It's about 3/4 of a kilometre to get from the entrance to the shrine itself. And on the way we get to see a sake barrel display. These are barrels of sake donated to the shrine by brewers all around Japan for use in ceremonies, and after they're used, they're displayed on the path towards the shrine. Before entering the main shrine, you need to wash your hands and rinse out your mouth. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to film inside the shrine again, that's not allowed, but we are able to see the grounds and also the boards where you can hang up your wishes. After that, we split off from the group for a bit. We went to look for a Miffy cafe, which does not exist despite what Google Maps might say. After that, we just went back to the hotel and had a nice cold shower because it was hot. About 6 p.m, we meet with the rest of the group to go to Akihabara. But before then, we have to walk through the Yanaka Ginza street that I mentioned in the last video. And at 6 p.m, it's actually quite lively. Now, Akihabara. Akihabara is called the Electric Town. It's known for anime, video games, and electronics. It's mainly known for these like tiny little shops where you can buy figurines and all this stuff, really cramped. But unfortunately, when we get there, all of those shops are closed. So the only thing that is open are arcades and maid bars. Walking down the street, there's lots of girls dressed in anime maid outfits, handing out leaflets, trying to get you to go into their bars. Sort of reminded me of Las Vegas on the Strip. As there's only arcades to go and see, we spend a bunch of time in the arcade, and then we go over to the Maid Bar. Now, the Maid Bar wasn't quite what I expected. When I've seen maid cafes, normally, they tend to be cafes. Like, it seems like you can just walk in, you get served by women, and it's always women in sort of anime maid outfits. This was a bit different. Firstly, it was obviously a bar. You had to pay an entrance fee to get in, and that included getting a drink. Drinks took ages to come out. it gave me the sort of vibe of a strip club. If you've ever been to a strip club, you know they don't like you in there if you're not spending money. That kind of pressure was felt again, even though I can't remember what we could spend money on other than drinks. I'm pretty sure there was like a list of things you could request. One of the girls came over, she tried to have a conversation with us. Again, that was quite awkward because her English wasn't very good and our Japanese is non-existent. So after a while, the maids do a performance, which I've put in the video. That's the only thing that I was allowed to film. Not that there was anything else really to film or take pictures in there. It was just quite a dingy bar. After the Maid Bar, we went to try and just have some wind down drinks at the end of a long day. We couldn't really find anywhere in Akihabara to drink particularly, so we ended up getting the train back to the hostel and having a look around there. Now, bars and restaurants in Japan are often very small and usually don't have windows so you can see it. So that means when you go to one, you don't really know what you're going to get until you open the door. So we go around Yanaka Ginza looking for some bars to drink in. We try one bar, but we're refused service. I don't really know why. There were some people in there, so maybe they just thought they were too full. But at the next bar, we were very, very welcome. So we open the door and there's one older lady behind the bar and one older man sat on a bar stool just smoking. We asked the lady if we're okay to go in for a drink, and she says yes. She actually comes to the door to talk to us. She seems very excited that we're there. She asked if we want to do karaoke, and it has been the end of a long day. None of us are feeling like doing karaoke. We just want to sit down and have a quiet drink. So she says okay, she leads us in. This bar is like somebody's living room, and there's just been a bar put in it. Basically, the 6 of us fill the whole room. We sit down, she gets us some beers that she just poured out of a glass. She's got a big glass of beer and she just pours us one into these little metal cups. We start our first drink and then 2 minutes later, suddenly ABBA comes on the karaoke and she walks out holding 2 microphones, hands them over to us, gives us the karaoke machine where you can choose what songs to play and just lets us go. Now, I love karaoke, so it doesn't take a lot to get me singing. So me and Maya sing the first song to ABBA. We end up singing loads of songs. We stay there way later than I'd intended to. We drink all a beer, which wasn't a lot. She didn't seem very well stocked. We move on to the whiskey and we just sing songs for ages. All the time we're singing songs, I want you to remember, in the footage you see, there is a man sat at the bar right next to Jim, just chain smoking. Okay, and that's it for day 2. Enjoy the footage.
drive until the break it don't rounding out. I'm on a mission, routing out whatever it is I gotta do. Routing out until the day I meet you. I'm routing out. I look up in the skies, asking out a while, but never let it faze me. I'm keeping good vibes when I'm on the road. Watch out for all surprises. What it provides is good and bad, but nothing entices.
Another one day in the night, let me paint the view, color down with my light. For every moment share with you, not in the day, and never fully gone. Going to be back again until they're coming over down.
For the days ahead of us, put your hands up, wave it side to side for good luck. For the nights like this, put your hands up, love the moment even from dusk. Yo, you always got my back, and of course I got your back. Don't you worry about that now. It's been a good day, good night. It's gonna be a good day, good night. Nothing comes between us, dancing like ballerinas under the moonlight all night long. How these plain and simple scenes get painted so vividly by you. I just wanna stay with you.
Around the world is lonely dance, whenever our eyes meet. You know you leave me.
How was it, Mark? Full of cheese. Yeah. How was it, Maya?
Cheesy.
Remember you'll be on my mind.
Always watching over me, somehow you make me feel invisible. Power to my soul, yeah. I'm not easy things that used to bother me, cause your existence just like
don't let me down. You have found her, now go and get her. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. Na na na, hey Jude.
The ocean can be seen. Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave.
Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels. Yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom,
A light hits the gloom on the grave. Da, 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 da.